Let me fix my hair a little bit. We're good to go. All right, guys, welcome back in to Find Your Inner Pirate. Arr! Little Survivor episode for y'all. Gotta love it. I'm loving this season so far. Season 48. Just finished watching episode 2. We got episode 3 premiering tonight. But man, this was a good episode. It really was a spicy tribal council, a classic blindside. We'll get into it, but let's just dig into the episode. So when we first start, there's a little conflict between Sai and Mary from last tribal council. They just don't get along. Sai kind of rubs Mary the wrong way. She kind of rubs me the wrong way as well. She's just kind of obnoxious because she has that idol. Not a good social player at all. Just not zero self-awareness. So I thought that was funny. I'm just going to dig into notes, guys, that I took down. Could be a little random, but we're learning on the fly here. This is the first time ever doing this. I don't have like a producer or anything that can kind of help organize my thoughts. So I wrote down notes from the episode, kind of like I did last Survivor pod. So yeah, let's just get into notes. The Siva tribe. We go to them next after this opening scene, and they just have a really good vibe around their camp. This is where the title of the episode, Humble Traits, comes into play here. David, like I said, he loves showing off his body, stunt man kind of guy. So he comes in and says, "Hey, I got 4 nipples." And so probably the quote of the episode was David in his confessional saying, "Maybe that's why I love milk so much." So I thought that was funny. Just a cool episode, guys. We'll get into tribal, how that kind of went down. But yeah, the Mary and Sai thing. You had the humble traits. One of the girls, what's her name? Charity. She talks about how ugly her foot is and everything. So everybody's got their own humble traits that God kind of gives you to humble yourself. So yeah, and you see with Mitch, we'll talk about him. Mitch with his speech impediment, he's awesome though. He's a great leader. Did wonderful for them in the challenge. And I think let's just jump into the challenge. The highlights. David was amazing. I mean, Mitch. I'm sorry. Mitch is amazing. Despite his speech impediment, he was really good. Challenge lowlight. Cedric just sucked. He was my male pick to win it, but he's not good social or good athlete by any stretch, so that was a little tough to see. But yeah, I know this episode's a little unorganized, guys. It's just I'm learning on the fly here, and it's better to do it and get a rep in than not do a podcast at all. And I thought about not doing one just because I've been a little rushed watching it. Didn't really, like I said, I wish I had a producer to kind of help me with this stuff, but we're learning on the fly here. So the challenge happens, and Vula lost. This was their second straight, and it really reflects some broader struggles they're having. If we mention Cedric, not very good, but I think if we were to pick an MVP, it's Joe or Mitch. And so, yeah, Vula goes to tribal. And then from there, we kind of get into the blind side of Kevin. And was shocked Kevin went home this episode. He was described as the golden retriever of the group. Just shocked he went home. He had such a good vibe with everybody. But what ended up happening is, Kevin got blindsided 3-0 And it happened because he overconfident? Was he overplaying? Maybe. Sai ended up playing her idol, which is a smart move. Or was it a premature panic move? Maybe use this as a springboard to kind of debate early game strategy. When does boldness pay off and when does it backfire? That's kind of the give and take of Survivor. So Kevin unexpectedly goes home. And I'm sorry, guys. I know this isn't a great podcast. My thoughts are kind of all over the place. I'll try and do better next episode. It's just we're kind of figuring out how to go about things. Justin, still my guy I'm rooting for. Still the guy I'm pulling hardest for. The pizzeria owner. Every tribal, he's just electric with his pizza analogies, and you gotta love it. But yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna end there. Might do a little Jay Johnson sports show too here in a bit.